Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard all across the World Wide Web. Listen, we appreciate you checking us out here every single week, tuning in. Big shout out to all of those that are listening in from Twitter and from Facebook and from Sharvette.com, from our mobile app users. Hey, guys. Hey, dolls. Hey, gents. Thank you so much, and certainly all of our broadcast stations. We love you and we thank you so much. So let me tell you about today's show. I've got my first guest hanging out with me in the virtual studio. We're going to be going to chat with Rob Youngblood, hashtag YB Connects. You've seen me talking about it, retweeted about it on online the last couple of days. And so listen, he has a personal mission to serve as a catalyst for business, leadership, personal and workforce development, and we're going to talk all about it. And then in our second segment, we don't want you to move, we don't want you to change that dial. We're going to be talking to Sondra. Breedlove. Yes. She is the founder and owner of Breedlove Massage and Healing Arts right over on Gaskins, and she is a certified massage therapist. She's a lifestyle designer and a personal encouragement coach. And so you're going to get to hear all of the benefits about massage. If you ever had one, if you haven't had one, we're going to talk about all of that, give you the inside scoops, and tell you a little bit of information for your wellness and your health. So this is what I want you to do. Jump on Facebook, jump on Twitter, tell them what you're listening to, tell them to come on over and check out the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right on in again to our first segment here. I love it when I have the opportunity to talk to people that are in Richmond, because you guys know we talk to people all over the world here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. But we are excited to have Rob Youngblood with us. Welcome to the show.
Peace and blessings. How you doing, Sharvette?
I am doing well. How are you doing today?
I am tremendously blessed by the best and excited to be on your show.
All right. Well, let's jump right in. I'd love for you to just share a little bit about your background. Let people know who you are.
Absolutely. So I am a native of Bronx, New York. Shout out to all of the New Yorkers listening. I've been in Richmond, Virginia for going on 20 years as a result of coming down to attend Virginia Union University. And I've been on a personal journey, a personal growth mission as a result of that, and was in the field of nonprofit realm for about 11 years. And during that time, I found avenues to start business and become excited about entrepreneurship. And back in 2012, I was working for an organization that ran out of funding, and I was let go. I was laid off. And as I was leaving out and walking to my car and in the parking lot, I prayed to God and asked him to deposit something within me that would utilize the gifts and talents that he had given me, and also allow me to give him glory at the same time. And that's when he deposited YB Connects into my spirit. So in 2012, I started to utilize my gift to empower individuals and teach them how to network effectively, utilizing LinkedIn as a primary tool, and from there it was just kind of took off from there. And in 2013, became official, and I've been full time building YB Connect since January 1st, 2016.
Wow, applaud to you for, number one, seeking, direction of, what can I do to really utilize the skills and the talents and the gifts that are within me, and then launching out and actually doing that. Because so many people sit on their dreams. Have you run across people who have just sit on their dreams and their ambitions?
Absolutely. A lot of folks sit on their dreams because of a disease that many of us suffer from, and that's just a disease of failure. Folks have a fear of failure, and most people don't realize that it is that failure that will produce success if you understand how to execute. And so I saw that moment in time when I was laid off as a moment of failure. I even took it so personal. I felt like someone had died. I thought I had died. I don't know. Many of your listeners may have experienced this, but I took it as a point of failure. But from that failure came one of the greatest blessings that I could have even received. And so I'm just thankful. But yeah, most people sit on their dreams because they don't know, A, what it takes to make it happen, or B, how long it's going to take, or C, what it's going to take. And so that's why coaching is so vital to help bring out the best in people.
Absolutely. And it's so ironic that you say, you felt like something had died, from a job loss. And I actually have clients who Forever Healed, big shout out to them, who do an 8-week grief recovery program here in Richmond, Virginia. They're a nonprofit, Forever Healed, and they deal with not just people who have lost a loved one, but if you have lost a job, if you have had any kind of great loss, it's like a grieving process. And a lot of people may not realize that they're in some type of grief if they've lost a job. Would you agree, Green?
Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. It's definitely a process, one that it took me a while to recover. But as a result of the seed being sown into me and just my past and things that I've encountered in my past, I was able to bounce back. But I'm grateful to the mentors and the coaches that were in my life, because as a result of that failure, which I perceived as a failure, I was able to dig in and get encouragement and was empowered to continue to move forward in my journey. So, but definitely that requires a healing process. But I think what happens is a tragedy or failure really begins to ignite the winner on the inside. We fail every day. We fail every day. But I think when we understand and we put failure in the proper perspective, and we understand where it fits in the big picture, then we can go to success by hitting failure to failure to failure. And one of my favorite speakers, Les Brown, says, if you fall down, fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And I think a lot of us just need to focus on getting up.
Focus on getting up. I love that. Listeners, if you just tuned in, hey there, you're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. We're here with our special guest, kicking off the first segment, Rob Youngblood, #YBConnects. Hello, welcome to all those that are listening on the phone lines. We see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so Rob, how did you decide that you wanted to call your company YB Connects?
So like I said, I consider YB Connects to be a divine appointment. I serve as the chief connecting officer, but, if I can say this on your show, Jesus Christ is the CEO of my firm. And so as a result of him blessing me with just the title, I kind of walk in an anointing, knowing that, the work that I do is based on the skills that he's given me. I would be in conversations with people and automatically someone's face would pop up and I say, you know what, you need to connect with Joe, or you need to connect with Jane. And as a result of that referral, those relationships would work. And so that was something I wasn't doing as a business. That was just happening as a result of meetings that I was partaking in. And so I just began to dig deeper, and I realized that the majority of professionals are not as good at networking as they may think they are. A large percentage of people are introverts, and so many folks may feel like intimidated when it comes to the word networking, or when it comes to meeting someone else or calling someone that they don't know. And so I found a niche in my ability to be able to empower, inspire, and impact people and help them to develop that skill so that they not only can grow their business, but can attract opportunities and resources.
Wonderful. And from your standpoint and your point of view, simply put, what is networking, and what are maybe a few highlight tips you would give to someone who wants to be better at networking?
Absolutely. Whenever I speak, and normally I'm speaking to groups of college students or high school students or young professionals, I always tell them that my definition of networking is the ability to connect in such a way that you create mutual benefits okay? So oftentimes we go to a lot of professional events and people call it networking when they're throwing out their cards as if they were playing, spades or something, and that's not networking. And my definition of networking is when you have the ability to connect with people where you're interested in creating mutual benefit, meaning what? It's a win-win situation. I never really go into a situation where I'm not creating a win-win, because if I just win, then it's all about me. Or if you just win, it's all about you. But if we both win, then we connect in such a way that not only do we empower each other, but we can empower others as well. So, when it comes to networking, one of my mentors, Dr. George Frazier, talks about being the first to offer yourself, finding a way to help people first. The word says, give and it shall be given unto you. So when you focus on giving, you exercise a principle that allows you to receive, and it opens you up to receive. And it may not come back from the person you gave to, but the law is the law. And so it puts you in a position to be able to receive from the universe, from God, from wherever, because you exercise that principle. So, I'm always conscious of that. I'm always looking for ways to give, to serve, because I know the more people I can serve, the more that I will be served.
Absolutely. And you are stepping all in a video that I recorded. I haven't posted it yet on social media, but I recorded a video that's actually targeted to artists, up-and-coming artists, but it can be more broadly applied. And basically in the video I talk about if you have an ask, A-S-K, for someone, you should always have an offer with it. But anyway, that's another show. Y'all will see that on my Facebook and my Twitter page. All right, so let's move along. Wonderful, wonderful advice. And while people are listening, Rob, tell them how they can connect with you on social media.
Absolutely. So, I'm in the process of rebranding, but everything I do is under YB Connects. And so sometimes when people look me up, they do the space between the B and the C, but it's all connected, So when they spell it out as YB Connects, it's all connected. But on Instagram, they can find my company under YB Connects. If they want to connect with me personally, I'm YB_the_connector. But the best way is just through my link, my website, which is ybconnects.com. And currently, that'll take everyone to my LinkedIn page because I'll be doing a huge web launch in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, cool.
But for right now, I channel everyone to LinkedIn because it allows me to develop professional relationships first. And as I build professionally with folks, and I love to connect with people personally, I'm a firm believer that if you bring your A game, then people will then want to get to know you personally because you're adding value. Because it's all about relationships first, business second. So LinkedIn allows me to be able to build those relationships appropriately, and then we go from there.
Oh, right. I agree. I agree with that. Okay, so I know that you find it very important for individuals to increase in three areas: increase their confidence, increase their credibility, and increase their visibility. So let's talk about each one of those and why those three things are important and vital for really business owners, anyone trying to strive.
Absolutely. So I've got to give credit to Dr. Ivan Meisner, who is the founder of BNI, which is Business Network International, and he taught an equation that I kind of touched up a little bit, but he talks about visibility plus credibility equals profitability. And so for most small business owners out there, they're very good at what they do, but they may be tremendously bad at networking. So it's very important that you increase your visibility, because by increasing your visibility, you're able to attract relationships. I often get told, man, Rob, you're everywhere, because I understand how to use social media, and I take full advantage of the moment. If I'm in Baltimore, if I'm in Atlanta, if I'm in Charlotte, I make sure I tweet out messages or I take pictures with people or do videos. And so by increasing the visibility, you get an opportunity for people to see you, because if people don't know you exist, how are they going to buy from you? How are they going to support you? So it's very important that you're visible. And visibility can be not just social media. I mean, putting yourself in a position to do what we're doing right now. You've given me a tremendous opportunity to increase my visibility just by being on your show, or by just, doing speaking gigs or, volunteering in school. So, visibility is critical when it comes to being profitable. In terms of just focusing on your credibility, trust is everything. There's a book that came out that said Speed of Trust, right? And so if people don't trust you, they're not going to invest their resources into you. So one of the things that we have to work on is our personal development and making sure that we are focusing on having a pure heart. And by developing that pure heart, people will feel the vibe. It doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth. I mean, there's slicksters a mile. You can spot a slickster a mile a minute or a mile away.
Yep.
But if you feel the vibe, if you know that person is genuine in spirit, then you can attract business. One of the best ways, though, to increase a person's credibility is to do what you say you're going to do. Your integrity is vital. And so when you serve your customers and you do a good job by them, they will then be your sales force to go out and tell other people about the experiences that they've had, therefore increasing your opportunity to receive referrals. So credibility is critical to a person's profitability. And then lastly, confidence. When you have confidence stems from a belief system. And those who believe that what they're doing is right, that what they're giving is fair, that's like an aura that comes off, and it's not cockiness, but it's just a high belief that I am who I say I am, or I can do what I say I can do, and that confidence then puts you in a position to set the stage for the service that you provide. And you may not be the cheapest, okay? You may not have your product may be a little bit more than the rest. But what will happen is you'll attract that customer that will want that quality of service. And a person with confidence is a person with quality. So if you put all three of those together, and then I added another C, which is consistency. Because you can do all three of those things, but if you are up and down or start and stop, and you're out there 1 minute and you're not there next, then people will forget about you. I mean, the world of business is so fast-paced that if you're not consistently doing something, you will be forgotten. Now, one of my mentors, Dr. Eric Thomas, says, be phenomenal or be forgotten. And so when it comes to consistency, I mean, you have to consistently work on yourself and continue to put yourself out there. So when you put that V plus C plus C plus C equals P, then you'll start to see the profitability come in. And so that's something, that's a framework that I operate in today.
Wow. Now, listeners, y'all just got like an Oprah Life class content right there. Wow. Okay, that is amazing, and it makes so much sense just the way you broke it down, just like that. If there's someone listening saying, I need to connect with YB Connects, I need to work with him, what are the opportunities that they have to work with you?
Absolutely. So I love to be able to coach. I mean, my heart is in the coaching. I love being able to pour into people, but when it comes to coaching, though, that's when I get really serious, because a person is giving me two of their assets. Number one, they're giving me their time, and they're giving me their mind. They're giving me an opportunity to pour into them. So, I provide coaching services to professionals, young professionals that are looking for a way to really overcome their self-image challenges. Growing up and even as a young professional, I dealt with a lot of self-image challenges, so I feel like I can help them move out of that space from a networking perspective, provide some tips and strategies. Consulting, I work with small businesses to help them increase their visibility so they can attract the 4 R's, which I'll be happy to talk about in a minute. But then also as a speaker, I love speaking, as you can see, and just sharing ideas. So I'm looking for, nonprofit organizations, associations that need help with attracting millennials or being able to, present themselves in a way that they can attract more investors or volunteers. So I love giving ideas. I come up with 1,000,001 ideas a minute. Unfortunately, I'm not able to apply all of them to myself, so I give a lot of them away.
Right.
I do offer a complimentary 30-minute session to those who are interested. That gives them an opportunity to get to know me, gives me an opportunity to get to know them, and at the end of that session, they will know whether or not we need to go to the next step, and I'll know too. And if they're interested, then we take those next steps.
All right, so there are the opportunities, listeners. There you go, there you go. And if you just tuned in, hey, welcome. You're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell radio show here, and we're chatting it up with Rob Youngblood, YB Connects, hashtag YB Connects. All right, so let's talk about the 4 R's, because certainly you reference if people increase their confidence, credibility, visibility, adding on consistency, they're going to get profitability, but they're also going to attract the 4 R's: relationships, resources, referrals, and revenue, which could kind of be tied into the profits. But talk about the 4 R's.
Absolutely. So as I stated before, business is done as a result of the relationships that you build. And so everyone around you is a potential customer or a potential referral. And I think a lot of times business owners will jump to getting referrals without having earned them. And so I think it's very important that people understand that that when you increase your visibility, you must focus on serving. And as you build relationships, people can then begin to trust you. So, what I teach folks is focus on giving first, focus on serving first, and then you build the platform for those relationships. As you build those platforms for those relationships, you'll gain information, you'll gain knowledge, you'll gain wisdom, you'll gain access to resources. So once you learn about those resources, there could be a class, it could be a seminar, it could be a book. Those things will help you to grow into a stronger professional, to help you to be able to master your craft. And then from there, as you do that, then you'll get more referrals. Why? Because as you start to serve more people, you'll get people who are raving fans. I was talking to a young lady who referred a camp to my wife, and she was just going on and on and on about how this camp was doing and how low, that the camp was not even charging as much, and it was doing so much. And I said, that's excellent, because, see, what the owner is doing is giving you so much value, right, then what you're paying and giving in money, that you're now going out and telling multiple people without her having to pay you to do that. And so that comes through relationships, and that comes through resources, and then the referrals start coming in. And once the referrals start coming in, then it's all over but the shot, and the revenue will start to pour in, because a lot of people think money first. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to get money first. No, focus on relationships, focus on resources, focus on referrals, and you won't have any problems generating revenue.
All right, there is the focus. So if you were not sure where to focus, definitely, you want to be focusing right there. All right, Rob just told you. And I'm actually reading a book now by Rochelle Shaw, The Millionaire Equation, and she talks heavily about referrals. So that seems to be something we need to focus on, business owners. All right. And certainly you talked about your wife, your family. So you're a family man. Talk a little bit about how you balance it all out.
Well, I tell you what, balance is not even a word for an entrepreneur, I'll be honest with you. I mean, a lot of folks think, well, I got to have complete balance if I'm going to go into business. And just to be straightforward, most people, you've got to have your priorities in order. I'm working with one of my leadership coaches, one of a frat brother of mine, D2 Kasui, and one of the things he's helping me to understand is you have to put the big rocks in first. When it comes to it, if you've ever had a chance for the listeners, definitely pick up the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, and just understand the importance of putting in the big rocks first. And the big rocks are your main priority. So for me, my number one priority is my family. They're the reason why I do what I do, and I will make time for them, but they also understand that when I start to grind, it may take me away from them. So being away from them is helping me to make that impact. Because one of my long-term desires and the reason why I do what I do is because I have a desire to leave a legacy. In the book that I read that's been around for a very long time, it says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And so that's one of the reasons why I got involved in business, because my father, unfortunately, because he was killed, did not leave me an inheritance. So it's my responsibility to do that. And so as an entrepreneur, you really won't have balance, but you have to make a decision to keep your priorities. And so, my family is my world. That's actually one of 6 core values that I operate from. I encourage all business owners to have a value system that will keep them on track. But I start off with faith. faith is the number one value that I operate from. Family, integrity, collaboration, entrepreneurial spirit, and then philanthropy. Because at the end of the day, it's all about giving. And when you give, it'll come back to you.
It will come back. It will absolutely come back. So keep some seed in the ground, listeners. Keep some seed in the ground so you will always have a harvest coming back to you. Well, Rob, it has been great chatting with you. Our time is like flying by. Do you have any upcoming events, anywhere you're going to be coming up that you, or anyone you just want to shout out that you've been connecting with recently?
Oh, my gracious. Yeah, I first of all, I've got to give a quick shout-out, and I mentioned this name before, but I've got to give a quick shout-out to one of my mentors, Dr. Eric Thomas. For those who may not know who he is, major mentor to a lot of people around the country, around the world. We just got back from a huge conference up in the DMV where he just poured out into so many people, about 700 people. So, right now we're working on some ways to get E.T. the hip-hop preacher down to Richmond. But other than that, I'll be doing some speaking gigs. I have some LinkedIn trainings that'll be coming up, so I really encourage those who are really interested in what I had to offer to follow me on Twitter. They can reach me at RT Youngblood or at YB Connects LLC. LinkedIn is one of the best things to do, but I'll be doing some speaking engagements at various areas. I just got invited to Petersburg to do some things down there. So I welcome people to just follow me, and I'll pour that information out there. But definitely got to give a shout-out to ET and Breathe University, to those. I got listeners from Breathe University that's listening in. And so just really excited about being a part of that association and a couple other groups that I belong to, Brit Worldwide, and just really excited about the power of association.
Absolutely. Last question for you. The goal of my show is to motivate, excite, and influence, and we want to know what continues to motivate you.
Oh, my goodness. Well, what continues to motivate me is my faith in God and the passion that He's put in me and the purpose that He's put in me, which is to inspire, empower, and impact people and help them to live out their God-given purpose. Every day I have to put myself in a position to do that, and if I don't, then I kind of feel my energy seeping out of me. So you've helped me do that in a million times over. I'm sure you've got 1 million viewers and listeners all over the world, so somebody's inspired. And if I can inspire at least one person a day, then I'm good to go, and I'm sure that I've done that today. So I want to thank you, Sharvette, for the opportunity. Thank your listeners. Listen, guys, please continue to listen to Sharvette. She's the real deal, and if you haven't met her in person, definitely get her to come out to your city or town or country to share her wisdom and inspire you as well.
Amen. Thank you so much, Rob. It has been great having you, and we'll keep connecting. #YB Connects. Thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure. Be encouraged.
All right, listeners, we are going to a quick commercial break, and then after the commercial break, we're going to be back with our second segment. Can you believe 2 guests from Richmond, Virginia in the same show? I just love it. #RVA, Richmond Stand Up Represent on the show today. And so we're going to be talking about massage and fitness and wellness and yoga and just giving you some really, really good advice. So if you're listening and you're saying, you know what, I've never had a massage before, I don't know what it's all entailed, we have a certified massage therapist, a lifestyle designer, a personal encouragement coach, the founder of Breedlove Massage and Healing Arts, and so much more. Sondra Breedlove is joining us in just a few minutes, so don't you go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Sharvette will be back after this.
Spiritual Food for Thought, 31 inspirational quotes to jumpstart your day by LaTanya Boyd, consists of inspirational messages that offer daily words of empowerment, promote spiritual growth and development in the Lord Jesus Christ for your day-to-day living. Spiritual Food for Thought, 31 inspirational quotes to jumpstart your day. Available now on Kindle, ebook, and paperback. Log on to www.latboyd.com.
Introducing contemporary gospel artist Diani with the new hit debut single titled The Blood on Remare Records.
Though they slay me, crucify me, I have been washed in the blood I'm reading.
Purchase Deani's new hit single on iTunes, Amazon in February. Once again, be sure to check out contemporary gospel artist Deani with the new hit debut single titled The Blood on Premier Records. Follow Deani on Twitter, Facebook by going online to DeaniMusic.com. That's spelled DeoniMusic.com. That's DeaniMusic.com.
Are you starting a new business, releasing a CD, writing a new book? Consider Mitchell Productions for your web design services. Visit www.mitchell-productions.com for portfolio samples, specials, and package prices. Remember, a website is not a luxury item. It's a necessity. Check out mitchell-productions.com or find them at facebook.com/Mitchell Productions.
She's here to motivate, excite, and influence you. She's Sharvette Mitchell. It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show with in-depth interviews from today's leading authors, gospel artists, stars that you want to know about. And now, Sharvette Mitchell.
All right, welcome back again to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Listen, we are moving right on into our second segment. My guest has been hanging out in the virtual green room. I know she's been enjoying some virtual snacks hanging out there. So we're running to the virtual green room to bring Sondra Breedlove up to the mic right now, live on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Hello, how are you?
Sharvette, hi, how are you? Pleasure to be here.
Yes, we're so glad to have you. You're welcome. Yes. Okay, so let's jump right on in. So I talked a little bit about you at the beginning of the show and right before we went on break, that you're the founder of Breedlove Massage and Healing Arts. You're a certified massage therapist, a lifestyle designer. So let's start from the beginning. How did you get into massage and becoming a massage therapist?
You know, it happened. It developed very organically. Originally, I was on a nursing track, though. Always as a caregiver, I worked a lot with geriatrics, the aging population, people with Alzheimer's, the reminiscence units, assisted living, and stuff like that. Always on the caring track, more leading towards like a nursing career at the college. And I started learning more about preventative medicine. And about healthcare in general, and healthcare in our country, and how expensive it was, and how ineffective it was, and how you had to be sick before you went to a medical doctor. And then I started learning about all the ways that you can prevent illness. And I just was so inspired by the fact that if you can prevent the illness in the first place, that preventative medicine just inspired me. I was like, wow, it's a no-brainer, of course.
Right.
So, massage therapy really resonated with me. It kind of was really in line with everything I already thought to believe about health and wellness in the first place. I was like, oh, that's it. So I was really inspired by the preventative medicine part of it. And so I started with massage. In 2007, I was certified.
Wow, and here we are today, and you have a beautiful, beautiful facility. Tell listeners real quickly where you're located.
I'm located in Richmond, Virginia, on the West End, on Gaskins Road, in a facility called Courtside West. It's a tennis and racquetball club. I'm really, really love being involved with the fitness field as well, so it's an added benefit. I have an entire fitness club, a place to do yoga classes, and my suite for massage and all the healing arts I do upstairs.
And it is just so soothing. Like you walk in and these sea foam. I mean, just you've got it decorated just wonderfully, and it's just so soothing. So I just wanted to give that quick shout out there.
Sure. So that was part of the reason for me even starting in the first place. I knew that I wanted to create an environment for healing. I mean, that's part of our environment. Our atmosphere has a lot to do with our mood. And I just knew the type of work environment. I had worked in several spas and different types of facilities, hospitals, all across the board, hair salons and anything. And every single one had good points and bad points. And so I collected everything I didn't want to do and everything I did want to do. And I was able to create the atmosphere that I felt was the most healing, the most therapeutic, uplifting.
Mission accomplished. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mission accomplished. Okay, so let's talk about the different types of massages that are out there, just to kind of help educate and spread. So what are all the different kinds that you have information on?
Sure. Okay. Well, so Swedish massage is the most common, and that's what you would probably just call massage therapy, because it's the massage that we all know and love. It's the one that you will most likely find. It's the basis of a lot of massage. What stems from it, what they do is using like long, smooth strokes, kneading, circular movements. Usually it's done skin on skin with lotion or oil, and it's a generic term to just describe massage. It's the Swedish approach. And, stemming from that, you can use hot stones in the Swedish. You can do deep tissue with the Swedish approach. There's reflexology, pregnancy, sports. These are all kind of variations of a Swedish massage, and they're enhancements that will guide you towards one way or another. Sports massage is going to be faster, more vigorous, more stretching, more range of motion. Aromatherapy can be used where you use essential oils in the massage. That can be more for mood enhancement, uplifting, relaxing type stuff. The other one that's a little different is Thai massage. And in that one, you don't just lay there. The therapist actually does a lot of the moves and stretches for you in a sequence of postures. It's kind of like yoga and a massage at the same time.
Wow, I have never heard of that.
It's called Thai massage. It's from Thailand, and I'm not certified in Thai massage. It's actually a completely separate certification. And you should know whether or not you're getting a Thai massage or a Swedish massage, because Thai massage, you're actually on a mat on the floor, and you are not just going to lay there and relax. You're going to be active.
Oh, all right, listeners, we are here to inform you. Now, the deep tissue, that can feel like somebody is punching you in your back and your shoulders.
What it is, you're going to still use those long, smooth strokes, kneading, but you're going to use more pressure points. Sometimes deep tissue can be referred to as shiatsu, and that's using the pressure points in the meridian system, which is like your energetic body. So, like, it kind of, imagine like up the left side, down the right side type of thing. It's just the flow of the body, and they're going to use more like pressure points in the deep tissue. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about the physical and the mental benefits of a massage.
There's so many. The physical benefits, I mean, I could go down, anybody could kind of read it, but the physical benefits, the highlights of that are the fact that, it can strengthen your immune system. It really helps to detoxify your muscles, the soreness involved with muscle soreness from overwork and stress. When you're just stressed and you've been sore from that, it really helps to relieve that. It really does. And the cleansing, it cleanses the muscles. So, like, for example, when we exercise and get sore, all of that lactic acid that builds up in our muscles needs to be flushed out. And a lot of times our body is not doing that effectively until we get a massage.
Oh, so that massage, that movement is pushing that out of your muscles, out of your tissues.
Yes, correct. Which is why there's not as much preparation before a massage, but after a massage, I recommend to triple your water intake for at least 3 hours.
Okay, so this is good. This is good. So someone's listening and they've never had a massage before. So let's kind of walk them through, like, what do they do before the massage, during, and kind of after?
Before the massage, you just need to set your intention. Know that when you come in on massage day, that's going to be your day to reset. That's going to be your day to get back in touch with your vehicle. All of those little pain indicators that have been shouting at you should be revealed. You're going to become aware of these things. It's like when the little red lights come on, our check engine light. We drive around with it because we have somewhere to be. We live very fast lifestyles, and we don't slow down long enough to get in touch with our vehicle. And so before you come in, you should just know that is a real intentional act of self-love, self-care. And so that's really all you have to do. You've already set the motion on that. You've made the appointment. You're coming in. You've set that intention. And that time is all about you. That's about you restoring your balance.
Oh, right. Reset.
Yeah.
And I know that's one of your keywords and one of your buzzwords is reset.
It really is.
Yeah.
Reset.
Okay. And so what should we wear to a massage?
So you can wear it. You could come from from home or from work or wherever you're coming from. When you come in, you're going to be given a private time to get comfortable onto the massage table, where it's provided lots of linens and blankets to keep you warm and comfortable. The table will be heated. The room is dim. The music is light. It's a very soothing atmosphere. You'll be advised at that point that you may undress completely or down to your comfort level and then get completely covered under the linens. During a Swedish massage, you don't actually have to be wearing like loose clothing or comfortable clothing. You're going to be covered by the linens. Okay. Yes.
So that's a key point. It's down to your comfort level. So if you're some of my listeners might be saying, "Now I ain't going in there getting buck naked now." Now it's down to your comfort level.
It is down to your comfort level, but knowing that a body part, so arms, legs, back, feet, hands, and that kind of stuff are going to be uncovered as the time that we're using them, and then the linens are completely tucked into your body. So really, just that area of your body is exposed at a time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So there you go, listeners. You can calm yourself. If you've never been, we recommend that you get one. All right, so now afterwards, so the person has had the massage, and people that get regular massages may not know what they should be doing afterwards. So you said they should triple their water intake?
I say triple the water intake for at least 3 hours. It really gives you just a key point to say, and a lot of times people will say, well, I already drink a lot of water, and I think that that's fantastic, but that's going to be even harder for you because you're going to have to triple that whatever you do. The whole point is you want your body to notice the difference. You want your body to say, oh, yes, there's an increase of water here. That is going to flush out the muscles. That's going to flush out any toxins that were released and stress that was released. It's just going to give that body a quick flush. It's a perfect time to do it.
All right, perfect time to do it. Should we look at nutrition? What should people eat afterwards? Does that matter? How soon?
On massage day, I let that be your day to have that clean meal. Let that to be your day to have that extra cup of tea, a relaxing bath, or a gentle walk at the park, something very nurturing. But I don't recommend going off to a body combat class or going to lift weights or do something real intense because you really just want to let your body, just want to let it set in. Yeah, so I say just have your favorite meal, a nice healthy meal. Yeah.
And that's what you need. All right. I love it. Listen, if you just tuned in, you're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show here, broadcasting from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia. Breedlove Massage. Tell them once again how they can connect with you online, website, location, all that good stuff.
Okay. So my website is breedlovehealingarts.com. Located in Richmond on the West End, inside Courtside West. It's a tennis and racquetball club. And the telephone is a great way to reach me, 804-525-0874.
All right. And you don't have to be a member of the the tennis and the racket club to go to the massage therapist. So
that's
just want
correct.
to let you know that.
I have a suite located upstairs in their business center. They have a business area where I have a private suite up there that we work from.
All right. That's good. Okay, so mental benefits. We talked about physical, we got the water and all that. What are the mental benefits of massage?
So we touched upon that a little bit, just about the body awareness. It kind of crosses over mental and physical, but body awareness. So getting back in touch with your vehicle. It also promotes body acceptance. Anybody who has any issues, just getting comfortable with their body, basically accepting yourself as you are. It's easier when somebody else is doing the same. When you feel accepted by a therapist, a practitioner, the way that you will in massage, it just it can really help boost your mood, lift your mood, and it releases like all of those feel-good hormones. And
all right,
come out of massage, they'll say it's massage brain, but it's basically just like endorphins are released when you exercise, also during a massage.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. There you have it. Now, how often should we get massages?
That's a really good question, Sharvette. I have clients that come once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. 3 times every 3 weeks or something like that. A good way to come is about once a month. A lot of membership places will give you like a massage a month. But it's really up to one's resources, time, and what you're trying to do. If you have a high-stress lifestyle and you want to come more often, the whole point is to come regularly. I say whatever it is. The whole thing is going to be regularly. So if you want to just come every 6 weeks, I would say pre-book every 6 weeks. I think it's really important to to set that intention regularly. So you should not be the last thing you think of, or you should not just be coming once or twice a year when you're in so much pain you can't stand it. You should be scheduling this. This is self-care, and it's a maintenance program. So whatever increment you want to come in, I just say set it regularly.
All right. Excellent advice. And how long is a massage, treatment, a session? How long should we plan to spend?
Well, there's options there as well. The standard would be about an hour, 60 minutes. But there's 30 minutes that we should just focus on if you just had a headache and you just wanted your head, neck, and shoulders done, or your head, neck, shoulders, and back, or just upper body. 30 minutes for just a quick massage that's available. There's 45 minutes. That's not very popular. That's not very common. Mostly it's 60 and 90 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
60 minutes is acceptable for like a full body, but for the full body massage, 60 minutes. But 90 minutes is good when you want to do deep tissue, or you just want a little bit more work done.
A little bit more work. All right, so tell listeners a little bit more about Breedlove, because certainly you are that reset, is a key theme, and really holistic fitness and wellness. So you're really kind of expanding. So tell us a little bit about that expansion.
Well, massage and fitness are a natural pair. It's the massage can be like the reward at the end of all that hard work. They promote a lot of the same stuff, that healthy movement, the movement of fluids, and so personal training was a natural progression for me. I'm offering personal training, having yoga classes down at Courtside West that are available to the public. You don't have to be a member to join our yoga classes or to come join us on Mondays at 9:45, Tuesdays at 8:30, or Thursdays at 8:30. We have yoga classes offered. And the personal training as well in the facility or in my suite. If you want a private experience, then we can set up right upstairs in the suite. I offer nutritional support with my product partner, that company is called USANA. We have a health assessment that can help assess your lifestyle, how often you're outside, how much vitamin D you may be needing, down to just all of your essential vitamins. And then I also have we have classes for essential oils, which I use the company called doTERRA, and we are really into educating people on natural living, how you can get rid of a lot of the cleaning products that have a lot of chemicals in them and stuff, and use essential oils to clean your house and heal your family. Learning a lot about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and so are there any essential, well, number one, explain what an essential oil is.
Okay, an essential oil is cold-pressed oils derived from the plant itself. I'll start with like lavender, very common. Mm-hmm. The lavender flower.
I love lavender.
I know you love lavender. Lavender oil is amazing. It takes away bruises. You can put it on bruises, cuts, and abrasions. It can be diffused into the air for aromatherapy or used topically. That actually comes from the lavender plant itself, and the oils in that plant are extracted, concentrated oils, nothing else in them. It's just like the pure oil from the plant. So that's how
so that's the key. That is the key, listeners. It's the pure oil from there. And so, just like you said, the fitness, the way this was such a natural progression, with you incorporating really all of these elements holistically to really help people and help everyone be better, right?
Yes, I say that this has happened really organically for me, so it's just been a progression. I love the fact that I get to learn about healthy lifestyle living. I get to live it. I get to inspire my clients to learn about it and then live it, because everybody wants to feel good. We don't always know how. We all want to feel good. We all want to be healthy, but we don't know how to get there. And it could take us years to figure out all of this stuff, and oftentimes it still will. Oftentimes
right.
it still will. But it's nice
wow.
to have somebody, who's been through it and who can help us find the right resources. So yoga might not be for every single person, but maybe it's running or cycling. It's all about finding what fits. What do you enjoy doing? So the secret to long living, I hear, is just to keep moving. So we got to find a way that we're comfortable doing that. I feel like yoga for me, when I first tried it, I was like a fish returning to water. It was that natural.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I knew immediately. I was like, oh, yes, this is exactly what my body is supposed to be doing.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, yoga was a real natural thing to me. I started yoga at my church. I didn't start the program. I started yoga for myself. I tried yoga for the first time at Mount Vernon Baptist. We have a Christian yoga program there. And
wonderful.
Yes. That's 8:45 on Wednesday mornings at Mount Vernon Church on Knuckles Road. And that was been a very inspired program. I knew right away. I was like, yes, I found it. I found my favorite sport.
I've got it.
I was never an athlete. I didn't, like to sweat or work very hard and exercise, but yoga just felt very natural to me. Yep.
All right, listeners, you all know that we talked about yoga last week. Last show, we had Sherelle Moore Tucker, who just talked all about yoga. So we're giving you some good information here. Now, if someone is listening and saying, you said something about a health assessment. How do I go take that health assessment?
Okay, it's right on my website at thebreedlovehealingarts.com. You can click on I think it does say Take Our Health Assessment. It will bring you right to the USANA website, which will lead you through a set of questions that are actually quite detailed. It's going to have everything to do with everything, all of your lifestyle, your dental work, how often you're outside, how often you sit at a desk, how often you're standing and stuff like that. So it's going to assess all of your lifestyle, how active or non-active you are, and your age, your demographic, and it's going to show you what types of supplements would be high on your list of priority. So
all right.
If you have joint pain, if you have arthritis, or if you have, high blood pressure, that kind of stuff, it's gonna tell you which supplements are going to be of highest priority to you.
All right, there you go. Information is power. Check it out. Check it out. I want to give a shout out to my sister, my blood sister, Kim, who's listening in. She's like, the massage expert is good.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, big sister. And my mom's listening too. Hey, Mom, waving. Hey. Speaking of which, I know you are, just as our last guest, Rob Youngblood said, family is important. And, for those, moms that are out there that, want to be entrepreneurs, and any tips that you have around balance and figuring this all out?
Oh, wow. Oh, I just say really go with what inspires you. Really go with what inspires you. You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. And that's really just bringing out your truest nature. You sit down and you think about what is the truest, most realist, natural thing that comes from me naturally, and then what is it that you want to express, and then I just say do it. There
you go. Oh my goodness.
It's
and so what's so cool? It's so worth it. And Sondra, what's so cool is Breedlove. You have such a distinctive last name, so it's just, it just goes along with, your company being Breedlove. It's rememberable. People won't forget it.
Yes, I'll tell you that happened very organically as well. It was like a no-brainer. I was like, well, yes, of course. It took a little bit of courage. I mean, it took a lot of courage, actually. I felt like I had to almost grow into my name.
Wow.
It's a big name.
Yeah.
And it was given to me by my grandmother, my Nana, and she was born Willie Jim Breedlove, and so when she passed away, I took on that name. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. So the goal of my show is to motivate, excite, and influence, and we want to know what continues to motivate you.
Okay. Well, a balanced and healthy life. Really, basically feeling good, being healthy. Whenever you get the flu and you feel awful, the only thing, nothing extravagant has to happen. You just need to be healthy again, and you feel like $1 million.
Yes.
That is the point, and you're just like, you're so grateful. If the world could come collapsing, you wouldn't care because you're not sick anymore, and you feel amazing. And nothing great has happened except for the fact you feel healthy again. And you realize at the point that health means everything. And when you're not feeling well, you're not feeling good, you're not going to be happy. It means everything. So what really motivates me is feeling good and what can prevent illness, how to lead a better lifestyle so that we can feel good more. It doesn't mean we're never going to get sick, but it feels good to feel good. And
it feels good to feel good. I like that.
It feels good to feel good. And so there's ways that there's a lot of ways that we can do that. Positive thinking, breathing. What really inspires me, and to answer this question, what motivates me is what inspires me. And what I'm inspired by is nature, the natural elements in life. That's really the most thing that really inspires me. The things that in life that are generally free. So fresh air, moving water, birds singing, sunshine. I mean, these things are free, and they are the things that inspire me the most. I think that we have access to things that can really enhance our well-being. One being our breath. We can access that. We can access it anytime. That can slow down our heart rate. Once we learn our bodies, massage will help you learn your body. Massage will help you get in touch with your vehicle. It will help you get in touch with your breath and how to slow down your breathing, how to slow down your heart rate. Once you get on that regular cycle, your body is going to know. It's going to say, hey, it's massage time. You're going to feel it. You're going to know it. And that's what that regular cycle is going to do, whether it's once every 4 weeks, every 6 weeks, every 5 or 3 or 2 weeks. You are going to get on a cycle. And it's like your body's going to remember, oh, yeah, I know how to do this. I know how to slow down. So, but what really inspires me is the natural elements in life. The stuff that's free.
The stuff that is free. I am in such agreement with you on that. I am in agreement. And so, oh, wow. So our time is wrapped up. But tell listeners one more time your specific location and how they can contact you to schedule an appointment if they want to come see you.
Sharvette, I'd love to schedule appointments by phone. Best way to reach me, 804-525-0874. Also on Facebook, Sondra Breedlove on Facebook. I have my website through email, which is breedlovehealingarts.com. Yeah, those are the best ways to reach me. And
all right, phenomenal.
Portside West.
Yes, off of Gaskins in Richmond, Virginia, and I have tagged Sondra on Facebook, and so that's a really, really, really easy connection point right there. And I have put a blog post on Sharvette.com, so the link to the website is right there. So if you're listening from Sharvette.com, you're right all in a good place where you can just click around and connect and do all that good stuff. So, Sondra Breedlove, it's been great having you on the show.
Thanks for having me. It was wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're quite welcome. All right, listeners, that's going to be a wrap for today. I'm telling you what, both segments were phenomenal. You heard from Richmond's own, Richmond's best. Are you listening to me? We presented Richmond's best today, and so we are always excited to present those that are just doing great things and people that you should connect with. So check out all of our guests and connect with them and all of the connection points we have. And until next week, we're going to see you guys later. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Sharvette or Sharvette.com.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you have been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Connect with her at Sharvette.com. And until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. The Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Signing off.